Thanks for joining us. Time to get ready for NBA action on 2K Sports. It's Tuesday Hoops, and it's next. It's going to be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And that's a wrap for me here in the studio. Now let's send you out to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll see you again at halftime.
All systems go. The Grizzlies primed and ready to play. Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports' Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr by my side. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First, for Dallas. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Wood in at the four-shot. And for the Grizzlies,
as you might expect with any team that's as tough as Memphis is defensively at home, they were a real difficult team to deal with. They seemed impossible to score on at times.
so Dallas will get the first possession. Kicks it to Powell. Outside Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. The shot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Brooks. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
And he's on the board early. The first to strike there. Nice hoop.
Dallas with the ball. They set the pick. Pass to Wood. There's the block. Back to Brooks. From downtown. And the follow-up flush.
And his specialty is tracking down those great offensive rebounds that oftentimes he can put right back up for an easy deuce.
Steve, he is always on the prowl. I mean, you got to body him up early, or he'll stake out that prime real estate for those second shot opportunities.
Irving for three. Feeds to Hardaway. Pass to Irving. Number 77. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Back to Brooks. Guarded by Hardaway. Number 13. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Irving kicks to Powell. Another 3 for Dallas.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's the pick. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Dallas has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach of the Grizzlies. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks a lot, Doris. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Memphis very strong at home, as you said, Clark. Tied for the 4th best home record in the West. And Steve, as you might guess, it's a big part of why they were able to finish 5th in the Western Conference.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. And I think you look at the team, so good defensively. lockdown players at every position. Then you go to the home crowd, which could be really loud. They kind of fed off that team defense. And one of the reasons Memphis ended up with that home court advantage was because of that combination.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Here's the screen. Number 13. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Now, here is Irving. Six to shoot. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. He's got 5.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Brooks. Number 22. And it's off from three-point range. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. There's the pass to Hardaway. Dishes to Irving. And it's Dallas with another.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Back to Brooks. All sorts of time. And the Grizzlies get it back. It's Brooks on the wing. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The 3. And the shot is good. Brooks has got his second basket of the night.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
Hey, you really can't say the Mavericks were a bad team last year. They were just a little below par compared to what we've been accustomed to. They just were not nearly as deadly offensively, and that's always a recipe for struggles in the West.
And so here's Memphis. After the missed 3 from Hardaway. Pass to Brooks. Shot off the pick. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Outside Irving. Hardaway. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a 5-point game. And for the Mavs against the rest of the West, as you were just talking about, Clark, they went 24-28 against the rest of the conference. And while that is all right, Steve, it's not going to get you into the playoffs.
Not with the depth of this conference, Kevin. And I think you have to be at least 500 this year against the West to get in. The Mavs know this, and they've been a perennial playoff team for a long time. They just couldn't quite get everything together last season.
You know, since the Southwest Division was created, the Mavs have always been in the hunt to win it every year. But last season, their division title hopes were dashed early on because of a poor start.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Bertens. He kicks it to McGee. Backs in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And the Mavs would end up 4th in the division with a 7-9 mark against the other 4 teams. Steve, strange not to see them in the top half of the division.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you look at the Southwest, San Antonio still rolling. You know, Houston improving dramatically. Even New Orleans now making a step. And Memphis, I mean, they had an awesome season a year ago. So, boy, that Southwest, it might be the toughest division in the NBA.
Memphis ended up 2 games back of the Spurs in the hunt for the Southwest Division title last season, but they played well against the division, going 10-6, but just came up a little short for the title.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jones is checked in. And he sinks the second. In such a tough division, the Southwest is You were talking about Clark. Memphis has yet to win a division title as they often get beat out by one of the Texas teams, but they always are in the hunt.
And I don't think it'll be too long, Kevin, before they hoist up that first banner for winning the Southwest Division. I mean, the way this organization has put together this roster, they've made some shrewd moves to keep their flexibility. And you look at the Texas teams, particularly San Antonio and Dallas, starting to age. It's probably just a matter of time for the Grizzlies.
And here's McGee following the three from Jones. Number 42. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Jones drives in. Number 7. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Now here is McGee. 1:09 left to play here in the first. Number 77. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, he gives his team such a boost when he's on the floor offensively, Kevin, just because of his ability to anticipate the game, to make the right pass, make the right play, and all the intangibles he brings to the table.
Steve, it has to be said here that he operates the pick and roll to perfection. I mean, he delights in running unwitting defenders or blindside picking guys so that he can end up rolling into a basket.
And the first one drops.
Well, for the Grizzlies, the 5th best record in the league last season, guys. Defeated the Clippers and the Thunder in the playoffs, but it all came to a crashing in when the Spurs swept them in the conference finals.
He hits both from the stripe. Well, and back in that series that Clark was talking about against the Spurs, more competitive than it might seem. Steve, you and I were talking about this. 3 of the 4 games were close. In fact, 2 obviously really close, going to overtime.
But I thought the weakness of Memphis was really exposed, Kevin, and that was the outside shooting. San Antonio just guarded the paint. They took Zach Randolph pretty much out of the series, and they begged Memphis to shoot from long range. And when you don't have floor spacing in the playoffs, it makes it awfully tough to score.
The Grizzlies shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. The first one falls.
It was a rough year for the Mavs and their fans. The first time since 2012 the Mavericks found themselves out of the playoffs. A big reason why was they couldn't get the wins they needed on the road.
And so Jones nails both of them. And back to the Mavs, 17-24 record on the road. You know, Steve, their struggles as the visiting team, you know, one of the reasons why they were only a 500 team on the season at 41-41.
And even though going 500 isn't a bad year for most, it is when you're the Dallas Mavericks and you're used to playing in the postseason. This was the first time in a long time, in forever, that the Mavs didn't end up in the playoffs. Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
And here's Holiday. Got it off in time. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Oh, what a 3 at the horn. They end the quarter on a high note.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's why they've been able to jump out to this lead.
Memphis has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, a quick turnaround for Jason Kidd from a player to head coach. Many felt he could still be playing if he wanted, but he said, quote, "My biggest fear had always been getting hurt and not being able to leave the game on my own terms." It worked out well for him, and guys, just like his playing days, always thinking a few steps ahead.
You bet. Thank you, Doris. Passes to Bullock. He feeds it to Holiday. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in. Memphis on defense. Morris dishes to Irving. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
This last summer, the Mavs asked fans to submit some redesigns of their uniforms for future use. Always kind of neat to see when a team and organization reaches out for the fans' input.
And back to the Mavs, definitely a big move by them to reach out like that. Nothing like bringing crowdsourcing to the NBA and building a bridge, Steve, with your fan base.
Kevin, I had a chance to see some of the designs of the uniforms that were being suggested. Some pretty sharp-looking duds, but there were some other ones that were absolutely hideous. So let's hope the decision-makers in the Mavs organization pick some of the let's say the more clean-looking new uniform suggestions.
Both free throws good for Irving.
Well, in many ways, the Grizzlies aren't like most teams out west. They don't try to overpower you with offense, and they don't have a superstar to lean on for big baskets at the end, but they still know how to get wins in the tough Western Conference.
Gets it to go. Adams has got his second basket of the game.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline try. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And it's a 3-point Grizzly lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the offensive rebounding has been really impressive so far as well. So I really like this team's effort tonight.
They get it back. The shot's good from Wood.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Memphis moving that ball around. Number 13. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And so here is Dallas. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
Jones off a pick from Williams. Shoots off the screen. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Irving up top. Defended by Jones. Here's Wood. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. He dishes it to Jones. Number 13, defended by Wood. Number 13. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
An unusual skill set for a big man. A long-range shot that gives you such good spacing offensively.
Irving gets a screen from Wood. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Jones with it. Guarded now by Irving. Number 13. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Jones against Irving. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Number 46, guarded by Green. Back to Jones. Dallas making a switch here. Mavericks trailed by 3. Outside Irving. Wood passes to Green. Takes the 3. That's good. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Back to Brooks. Brooks with a screen on Irving. Goes up off the pick. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Well, he stopped the dunk there. That was about the only play he could make.
Well, you don't like to foul, but you don't like to give up an easy dunk either.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they averaged about 77% from the free throw line a year ago. So this is a solid free throw shooting team.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Mavericks making a switch here. And so he hits both.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
The Grizzlies had the second-best defense in the league last season after the Indiana Pacers guys. And on the perimeter, they had speed with Conley and Tony Allen inside, size and strength with Mark Gasol, who was the Defensive Player of the Year, and Zach Randolph. And they were tough to score against.
Number 12. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And Clark, you mentioned the size inside for the Grizz. They tied for the second-best rebound percentage in the league. And, Steve, that was a huge area for them.
And on the perimeter, they were in the top 5 in steals, Kevin. So you talk about defense and rebounding and low-post scoring. I mean, that's a really good foundation for an excellent team.
First free throw is good.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Mavericks trailed by 4. Now Irving. 11 points in the game. He passes to Bullock. Here's Wood. Williams with the block.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Back to Brooks. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Brooks has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
They get it back. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, a dangerous trend here, guys, because they're starting to live and die with the outside jumper.
Yeah, you don't want to always do drive-through. Every now and then you got to go inside to eat. Pump fake, draw contact, and get to the foul line.
The free throw drops for Powell.
Even though they're trailing, they're having some success from the foul line here, and that could go a long way towards getting them back into it.
Mavericks making a switch here. Green's checked in. Both free throws good from Powell.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Brooks against Hardaway. Number 13, defended by Powell. And there's the feed to Brooks. 4 on the clock. Rebounded by Hardaway.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Outside Irving. From outside, off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Brooks outside. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Number 12. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. 10 points for him.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Green kicks to Hardaway. Back to Green. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Tell you what, despite that hot start from long range, they've really gotten away from the three-point shot now.
And I know that's sacrilegious to you, Steve. I mean, being a shooter and all in your pass, you figure you should be firing away from out there at all times. But the mid-range game and in-between game served me quite well. But that hasn't been the best meal ticket for them here in the second half. You got to go with what you do best.
And the first half ends in a close one. Memphis out in front. They lead by 5. And will return shortly.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us at halftime. We've got a terrific...
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. There's the screen. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
On its way from Irving for 2. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Irving's got 13. And for Memphis, their shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Number 13, defended by Wood. And here we go, the Mavericks in a fast break. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Mavericks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Memphis leading by 3. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. There's the 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Adams has got 8.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
Yeah, it's the anticipation more than anything. It's understanding where that ball is going before anybody else on the floor does.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Brooks, left side. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. Good as the jump shot falls. Brooks has got 4 points now in the quarter. Mavericks trailed by 5. Dallas calls timeout. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well. All 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. Look at Steve, guys, the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Adams outside. Clock at 6. Number 12. It's rebounded by Dallas.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
There's the dish to Powell. Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Number 77. A three-pointer, no good. Memphis leading by 5. Number 22, covered by Irving. Kicks to Brooks. Beyond the arc. Good. Brooks has got 14 points.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
The Mavericks shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. The D got there too late, and he'll go to the line. The Mavericks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That free throw, no good. Mavericks making a switch here. And the second free throw, good. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Memphis leading by 7. There's a good screen. Number 10. And he connects in a jumper. The screen did the trick.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
And you can't forget, this guy is always on the prowl defensively, looking to pick you off if you get too casual and loose with the ball. He kind of gets in your head that way.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Rebounded by Wood.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Mavericks trailed by 6. Holiday with it. Feeds it to McGee. Number 77 drills the three-pointer. He's got 18.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Number 10, guarded by Holiday. Number 12. And the shot is long. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. McGee a screen for the tie. Williams with the block. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. So it's the Mavericks now. They trail by 3. Outside Holiday. The Mavericks rebound. Dishes it to McGee. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Grizzlies have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Williams, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Mavericks trailed by 5. Outside Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got his third basket of the night right there. For Memphis, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Off the screen. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. He's got 7.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
That's been so critical, Clark, because whenever they have gotten the ball into the paint, it's resulted in points, it seems like.
Here's Pertinis. Cans it from downtown.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, and in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And the Mavericks making a change here. The pass to Clark, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Leads him in there. Bertans passes to Irving. Pass to Holiday. Here's McGee. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And their passing also continues to be outstanding, Clark. In the second half, we're really seeing a good, efficient offense as a result of that ball movement.
And he makes the first. Hardaway's checked in for Bertans. Second free throw, no good.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Back to Brooks. Brooks, left side. Shot clock at 5. Number 12. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Back to Holiday. Pass to Irving. There's the pick. He kicks it to Hardaway. Dallas again missing.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Back to Brooks. Guarded by Hardaway. Shoots from the high post, and he connects with the jumper. He's got 12. 51 seconds left in the third. Outside Irving. To tie. It's Clark with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Brooks with it. Now defended by Hardaway. That's good. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Shot from the wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Back to Holiday. Here's Irving. No good. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Mavericks trailed by 5. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 20 points for him.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Now here's Brooks. He's covered closely. Jones gets to Adams. The Mavericks shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Number 77. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
That is good.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
And it's blocked by Adams, and they're able to recover. That's good from Wood. The Grizzlies making a switch here. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might hurt. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Memphis moving that ball around. They get the rebound. Adams takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Irving. Morris kicks to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Number 77. Offensive rebound. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And Irving throws it down.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's special because he lives for the big moments. Fearless. I mean, he will take any big shot down the stretch. He wants the ball in his hands.
And his body control is something else I like about him. I'm not sure how he does it, but the way he's able to hang in the air and change his shot to get it around the defender is purely amazing.
Here's Jones. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
The Mavericks trailing. And the Mavericks call time here.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments. get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach for the Dallas Mavericks said to the team. It's been a hard-fought game, and he just wanted to give his guys a chance to catch their breath, saying, listen, we're right there. Let's make a push right here, put some pressure on them. Let's come out swinging. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. They set the pick. Rejected by Brooks. Number 22, defended by Wood. Doubled by Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Inside. Here's Adams. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
That free throw good from Adams. Good on both. Mavericks trailed by 4. Number 77, defended by Jones. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. 24 points for him.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Brooks outside. Back to Jones. Left side, Adams. Powell's there. 6 to shoot. The shot's good from Adams. And the Grizzlies lead by 4. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Powell kicks to Hardaway. From past the arc, gets it to go.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Jones off the pick from Adams. Jones the pass to Adams. Number 22, covered by Irving. Brooks dishes to Jones. 4 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. Mavericks trailed by 3. Passes it to Powell. He feeds it to Hardaway. Wood passes to Hardaway. Number 77. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Knocked loose. Now, here is Irving. Number 77. Offensive rebound. Here's Powell. On to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Goes back up. And he nails the jumper. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Memphis leading. Number 12. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Ahead. And Hardaway gets it to go. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Now, it seems to me that they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially at the offensive end, guys.
It's Brooks on the wing. Lots of room. And that one swishes right in. Brooks has got 11 in the second half. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
Wood passes to Irving. He dishes it to Powell. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 2. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. .143 left in the fourth quarter. Number 22, covered by Irving. Number 13. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Dallas has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And there's the basket. Whistle blows, and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Going for the throat now. A few more trips like that one, and we might be able to put this one in the books.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. They set the screen. Number 12. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You know, even though they're down, they're putting on a show at the free throw line this time.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
Got it despite fading back a bit. He has 29.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
Number 22, covered by Irving. The feed to Brooks. No good with the triple. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yep, a basket here, and that pretty much wraps it up.
Outside Hardaway. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Time running low here. They need a hoop.
Yeah, score quickly and then foul him right away.
Rejected by Wood, and that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They trail by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
What a finish with that hoop.
So it's the Mavericks now, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you've got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
That's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
That was a critical trip to the strike. They have a 2-possession lead now.
Number 22. He's covered by Irving. Number 22. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. It's stolen. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.